A project implemented by the United Nations Office for Project Services and the United Nations Assistance Mission for Iraq, funded by the European Union and other donors through the Multi-Donor UN Trust Fund for Iraq. In the run-up to the Iraqi parliamentary election in 2005, tensions were running high and fears were raised about Iraq's capacity to guarantee a free and participatory election. The need for independent monitoring was obvious, but in the nascent democracy, knowledge of and trust in the process was low, and international observers could not gain access because of the security situation. To help Iraqis deepen their understanding of democratic principles and ensure quality independent observation of elections, the UN Assistance Mission for Iraq and the Iraqi Electoral Commission requested UNOPS to provide support to Iraqi electoral observer networks. UNOPS launched a major operation, engaging 3 reputable international NGOs. These NGOs, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, FES, the National Democratic Institute, NDI, and the Amman Center for Human Rights Studies, ACHRS, in turn worked with Iraqi NGO networks representing all sections of society and covering all governorates of the country. Preparation of observers started with workshops for trainers from the local NGOs. UN staff were present to support and monitor all of these. The local NGOs then organized hundreds of workshops throughout Iraq to thousands of observers. We wanted observers to have an understanding of a whole range of topics, from their role and rights as electoral observers to knowledge of the elections law and the counting process. All trainings also included role-play exercises on voting and counting procedures. Between 2005 and 2010, over 50,000 observers were trained and accredited, some of them covering more than one election. In each election, every polling center in Iraq received a visit from electoral observers. Any incident or violation of procedures were reported on by type of incident or violation, location, time. Reports were shared with the public and also with the Electoral Commission and the UN. At a critical time for the nascent Iraqi democracy, this 5-year project enabled independent monitoring of 6 elections. The 2010 elections was hailed as a model for other countries in the region and the world. As the project has come to an end, the resource pool of more than 50,000 accredited and experienced observers is also considered to be a fundamental asset to Iraq and the credibility of future elections. The EU supports Iraq's effort to rebuild its political system. To date, we have invested about €90 million to help organize free and fair elections in Iraq. In particular, elections observation encourages transparency and helps to build trust in the democratic process. Observers trained locally represent a valuable resource for the future of Iraqi democracy. The EU is committed to a long-term partnership with Iraq. UNOPS and UNAMI and the European Union thank all the 50,000 observers who helped monitor and build the Iraqi people's confidence in the first democratic elections 2005 to 2010.